What's up guys, Duarte here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are going to take a look at the Infinity Watch team on Dark Dimension 4. So yeah, we are going to take a look at Infinity Watch in action, and right now my team is a little bit powerful, let's say that. I wailed a little bit on these two new characters, and the other ones I already had with good red stars, so it was just a matter of getting them up. In terms of the ISO, I'm still not able to get the new blue ISO, but it's a work in progress, and my team is at 520,000 plus Adam Warlock whenever he will be available. But this team is lots of fun, so let's check it out on Dark Dimension and see if they can withstand the difficulty, or if we have to still use some of the recommendations I gave in the past, like Hela, Mordo, Minerva, and so on. So the team that I'm going to use is this one right here, and I have these two guys as a healer. It's decent. It's not optimal in terms of maximum damage output, but in terms of survivability it's a lot better than having everyone as a striker. The ISO 8 is something that you always have to adapt to the situation, so everyone that says, oh, there is only this specific ISO, it's not true, because different situations require different ISOs. But we have Nebula with the Skirmisher, Gamora with the Striker, we have also Silver Surfer, Kaching with the Striker to steal positive effects from the enemies, and we have Phyla-Vell and Moondragon as healers. All of them are at level 4 except Silver Surfer, that is at level 6, I think. Okay, so let's get started and see how this team withstands. This is the global nodes, it's not the cosmic nodes yet, but here on this specific node, on the last node of the global nodes, you can use any character, even legendaries, so it's the best node to try it out different characters. Yes, of course, makes sense to me. Okay, so now we are going to increase the speed of this, otherwise it takes too long, and I want to try, let's go, so the most dangerous character right away, it's going to be Ghost Rider. Let's get rid of him, and then we are going to apply the ability block on Ant-Man, because I don't want Ant-Man to slow us. That's very important, not being slowed, so we can do some nice damage. Then we have to deal with these two Elsas and with the Black Bolt. So first, ability block Ant-Man. This Wasp, she always dodges, but that's fine. And we leave it for last. Then we have this Captain America to deal with as well, but no problem. Okay, so now I'm going to use the basic on Black Bolt, because he's going to do the special. And now we have another dodge, but we have defense up. We don't always have defense up, so yeah, that's always good to know. Okay, so let's slow down Captain America so he doesn't apply the defense up, and we can get rid of the other enemies. Okay, so you can see with those dodges we still are dealing with those Elsas, and now they have offense up, so they are way more dangerous. And now let's go and see if we get a kill on this Ghost Rider. And now we have the counters. Sometimes you want to let your team fall down a little bit in terms of health, so after you can get those death proofs for extra regeneration. But it's something you can do on purpose, but you don't have exactly to do it. Okay, so now let's slash all these guys with the offense up, massive damage. So as you can see, even that this is on a difficulty on the last node of the free-for-all nodes, the team deals just fine, and we don't have anyone with offense up, with offense down, or at least giving for the full team, so that's cool. Now let's do the mind control. I have noticed that this ability of the mind control sometimes fails. I don't know exactly why, but maybe it's just some kind of bug, of course. New characters always have 1 gazillion bugs. And yes, so let's go for the speed up on Nebula. Wasp keeps dodging because she is very annoying. And now let's steal this defense up. Make sure that our Silver Surfer is very solid, and now you go for the Celsa. And now you already have the death proof, so now it's a piece of cake from now on. Now, in terms of regeneration, Moondragon, she still doesn't do enough damage to regenerate her health enough, and this is a problem. But unless you have this ability, you have to save the ultimate for when she needs to be healed, or when you just want to do tons of damage. Otherwise, she does not deal enough damage in order to get back to full health with the death proof, with the drain. Okay, so here we go. We are finally done here. Now we have the Wasp and the Black Bolt. I also have Black Bolt for last because he's very, very slow. We can give that barrier, but it's only 10% without Adam Warlock, so it's not very relevant. Mind Control, there is no one to attack him, so it's pointless. And now we just finish off this guy and get our cooldowns back. Okay, so he's gone. Now we have the second wave. We have Baron Zemo. We are going to use Silver Surfer to remove his positive effects, and then we'll get rid of him. So we can ability block him. Let's ability block him to make sure that oof, that was actually a mistake. I should have steal his buffs and then stop this guy right here, Mordo, but that's fine. Okay, so this one, barrier, let's do this one. Now we apply the defense down. It heals Moondragon to the max because she attacks so many guys at the same time, and we should be able to one-shot Mordo before he attacks us. So let's make that happen. Offense up, defense down, double attack. I don't know why it's doing the Black Bolt sounds whenever whenever Gamora does that ability, but funny. So I reapply the defense down for some reason. It's not like they didn't have for 2 turns already. Now the disrupt on that guy, that's cool. So we can attack whichever character we want. Now what we also want is to get rid of this green goblin, so they stop removing the positive effects that we have. Even that we have very nice amount of resistance, because they have the defense up, the offense up actually. They become a little bit annoying. Okay, so let's turn rewind that guy, Baron Zemo. He's still ability blocked, so it's not a huge problem, and he has no charges. So we can still ignore him, but at the same time just keep him slow so we have time to deal with everyone. Okay, so we no longer have the offense up. It was removed by the green goblins, so let's try to get rid of them. Let's use the special without any remorse. Now we have the counter attack, speed up on Nebula, let's go. Now this first green goblin should be gone with the bleeds, and so let's focus on the other one. Okay, there we go. And now we can stop this shocker, and then we go for the Daredevil. Okay, so now we have the mind control. I always use the mind control on someone with defense down, and as you saw, Bug live, it didn't do the mind control, so I don't know exactly why this happens, but it's definitely something interesting. If it happened to you, make sure you report for the customer support, otherwise they will not do anything about it. Okay, so now offense down on Black Bolt, it doesn't do anything, and we just basic him until we have a full cooldowns. Now it makes sense that the mind control doesn't work, because there is no allies to attack him, but I don't know, before there were, and it still didn't work. Okay, so now tons of bleeds, basic, we have full cooldowns on Silver Surfer. Oh, okay, so yesterday I was trying out this team, and other thing I noticed is that the drain was also not working. All the characters had drain, and they were not getting any life, any health back. Okay, so first we are going to do the defense up, offense up for tons of damage. Then let's mind control this guy and see if we can remove any of those positive effects. We did not, so now let's do tons of bleeds on Ghost Rider. Then we have to take care of that green goblin once again. Now Baron Zemo, we ability block him. so it doesn't remove our positive effects. Ability block and remove the charges. The important part is removing the charges. Okay, so now we have the counters. Green Goblin already doing some funny stuff to us with Vulture as well. Ghost Rider almost wrecked. We are going to finish him off. And then we have to pay attention to the Elsa so they don't do extra damage to us. So negative effects extended, that's fine. We are going to remove all of them with a Phyla-Vel. Nebula with the T4 applying tons of negative effects. I think it's only heal block, but attacking many targets. So yeah, let's go. Okay, now it's time for defense down on Green Goblin and Elsa. Let's get rid of them if we can. We have not the chance, but we can attack Elsa. So mind control on Elsa. And once again, it didn't work. You just saw live that the mind control doesn't work. Most of the times. I have no idea why, but I know that it happens. Okay, so now it's the situation where the Green Goblin will start to remove the offense taunt, and you really don't want that. So let's try to remove that taunt. Silver Surfer cannot steal the taunt, but we can try to apply negative effects to her, to him, and try to remove that. Okay, so ability block, no, heal block on everyone, especially Mordo. We don't want him to regenerate at all. And now let's apply offense down to Green Goblin, so we have higher chance of resisting. And it just happened. And now we are going to try to nuke that Mordo. And let's do this. Apply defense down to everyone. 2 turns. And let's destroy these guys. Okay, so defense up, give me again. Thank you very much. Now heal block on Mordo, so he didn't heal up when Vulture died. Now he got wrecked. Now we go for the Green Goblin. And then we can go for the Scarlet Witch, so she doesn't flip the health of everyone again. Offense up to me. Oh, he was too low. Okay, offense down. Now we go for the heal block on everyone. Hopefully you can attack everyone. 4 targets. There we go. And now let's mind control. It didn't work again. So I don't know. Maybe it's some visual effect. I don't know if that's the case, but we see that it's not working, the mind control. I'm not sure if I can show you the abilities. Let's see. No, we cannot see the abilities, but it should mind control, and it does not. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so now offense down on this guy once again. He should die, maybe. We are almost on the last wave of this node, and as you can see, this team doing fairly easy, no problem. Yes, of course, we are using super OP characters, new meta, and so on, but at the same time, mind control didn't work once again. But at the same time, that's the point, to show up this team so new players can invest on this team rather than invest on other characters. So here we go once again. Ability block Baron Zemo. We have Crossbones, we have Elsa, and we have Captain America. So this time let's go for Elsa first, so she doesn't abuse us of our dodges. Now let's apply offense down to her. So even if she does the passive, we are fine. Now let's slow Captain America once again, so he doesn't bounce. And now we go for the heal block once again. Reapply. Gamora applying some more bleeds. Okay, so now we want to apply defense down to as many characters as possible. Here is a good situation. It also applies Disrupt to Shocker, so he doesn't get offense up. And now, okay, so every time you do the ultimate with Gamora, it does the noise from Black Bolt. That's very cool, very nice. Okay, so now we are almost getting wrecked. With Nebula, it's fine if she dies, she can revive. The other characters, not so much, so now we steal that death proof for Silver Surfer. making sure he is a little bit stronger. Now let's go for the Captain America. He has the defense down, so why not? That will allow us to regenerate more with the Death Proof and Drain. From Philavel, now let's mind control this guy. Is it working? I don't see it, so I don't know. Offense up, special with Gamora, 7 red stars, destroying that Baron Zemo. And we have just a few trash characters left. We have to take care of that Crystal, even that Crystal is not too much of concern without the other Inhumans. So once again we go for the Green Goblin. We have 8 enemies left and they are already on the field. So let's go for Green Goblin and also that Baron Zemo. Let's see if we can get rid of him. Nebula with the assist and that's it. Okay, so now let's mind control this guy, maybe. Oh, of course, it didn't work. So it worked one time in one entire node. If you guys know what's going on, let me know in the comments below, because I cannot understand why they are failing this. Okay, so now we have the barrier, even that is a very small barrier. Philavel is a character that you should invest gold credits in case you have them and in case you invest on this team. And should you invest on this team? Of course you should, because this team is OP AF, as you can see already. And now we have nothing to worry about because there is no Elsa, so we can dodge all those attacks just fine. Now we go for the Ghost Rider and let's go. So Gamora gets wrecked, and now we could, let's use this ability. We could save it for saving cooldowns, but I will reset this node anyway to try different characters and the different combinations of characters. But with Silver Surfer, as you guys saw, very easy. You could use Kestrel and she will apply defense down, so maybe you could do this a little bit faster, but it's quite irrelevant. Both characters are very strong on the cosmic nodes. I used both, Kestrel and Silver Surfer, and there were situations where the two were alive and they were destroying everything, so those two characters alone are just quite amazing. But once again, if you want to invest on the Infinity Watch, you will be fine as well. Okay, so now let's steal these. Thank you. At least the defense up. And then we are going to leave Karnak alive and end this video. So yeah guys, that's the Infinity Watch team on Dark Dimension. As you can see, extremely strong. We had no problem. You just have to adjust the ISO weight a little bit with Philavel and Moondragon in order to have very high levels of sustain. There are a few situations where you could benefit out of the basic from Philavel, but I think it's unnecessary, and you should rather have Silver Surfer as a striker and use his additional attacks to steal positive effects from the enemies, especially from Baron Zemo. In case you want to use the ability block on Mordo, it's a good option as well. So it's up to you if you want to use one strategy or the other. So that's going to be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you know what to do. Smash that like button like a boss. And if you found information on this video helpful, like always, share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I'll catch you guys later.